Why hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Thursday, June 23rd. That's the day it is. Hi. June 23rd, 2022. Welcome to day 2 of Captain of Industry. So, anything happened between last time and this time? I don't think so. Not in particular. Just the usual shenaniganery. So, let's get into the game. Let's just get into the game. We will continue precisely where we left off last time. So we started the game, of course, last time on normal difficulty, the basic standard map, etc. We have gotten basically every tech of the initial tier of technology, and we are beginning, as I adjust a little bit here, we are beginning to move on into the second tier of technologies that require rain technologies that require a science. So yeah, it's a lab equipment is our quote unquote first science pack that we need to make, and it is required to actually upgrade the research labs. But we are currently waiting on material to assemble this electric assembly. Now, I want to make clear that basically everything I have built thus far will probably need to be rebuilt at some point. Just gonna throw out there. The ship is in battle. It hath been defeated. Oh noes. So I know that that's dangerous. All three of these are dangerous because we can't travel through an enemy node. Well, that sucks. I don't know why it says we have low food supply. Anyway, so apparently, we could potentially set up green manure to increase fertility, but as it turned out, this number didn't really change with potatoes. Even though it would increase fertility, the time spent on the manure, the green phase, which, you know, this is a great time to actually, if I do this transition, offset exactly what thing we grow. So here, the green manure is the thing that actually grows, and it gets used to replenish fertility. So now the fertility will rise, and in its cycles it will actually be higher fertility. You'll get more potatoes out, but again, the time it takes, it still gives you the same average production, apparently, over 60 seconds. So 9.8 per minute per farm, which I don't know why it's telling me I don't have enough when I know that we are consuming only 14.9. We're making over 18. We're making close to 20, game. Anyway. We are going fast. We've got apparently low maintenance somehow. Some way, some shape, some form. No, I think we've got plenty of maintenance. So that needs to go away. We are getting technologies. Right, the ship actually needs to be told to go home after retreating from battle. So what are we up to? We needed to scale a bunch of things. We are currently making a ton of stuff. We're mining a ton of stuff. I think the main thing that I need more of ultimately is the concrete. But let me just have a look over here. So, actually, our construction parts are maxed. We are maxed out on construction parts. That is extremely surprising. We are making 12 a minute, up to 12 a minute, but consuming half of that to make the level 3 construction parts. So even at 6, we're still good. So we can construct stuff. But the things that I want to construct mainly use these level 2 construction parts, which, you know, that's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. And we need to keep around some of the level 1 construction parts as well, at least for the moment until we get everything set to be upgraded. So realistically, what do I actually need right now? I'm just looking at all these things, and I see we're starting to actually store the concrete, so that's interesting. We do need these level 2 construction parts. It looks like we now have the equipment lab. I am looking here, and it says it needs 4 every 60 seconds for that lab. That's one of the key pieces of info that I needed. This can make up to 12. So, you know, we're going to also upgrade this. Other labs. We'll have 2 upgraded labs going for us as we work on finishing all of the technologies that don't require spending the lab equipment. It should go much, much faster, though. Now, once we clear those, what is the first set of stuff that I want at this next tech level? That's the question. What do we need for the, like, next level of tech, first off? Well, there is a apparently better recipe for the maintenance production, but I don't think we need that quite yet. We have higher throughput pipes and smokestacks, which again I don't really need yet. We have the cargo depot tech, so I'm gonna queue that one up first. There's also larger storage immediately after that, but I don't know if I need that. There's also the ocean drilling stuff, which unlocks coal boilers, distillation stage 1 and 2, and a whole bunch of recipes. Oh boy. Now that's a few recipes. Let's see if we can comprehend what's happening here. So we've got this coal boiler, which will take in coal and it will produce quote-unquote high steam and exhaust. Okay. This high steam, which I'm guessing is actually more like hot steam, but whatever, is used to distill crude oil. So steam plus crude oil equals medium and heavy oil plus sour water. Okay. The sour water can get dumped. All right, that's a thing. And so can the light oil, and so can the heavy oil. So we've got the ability to void or get rid of the byproducts, so stuff that we don't need, in order to keep the process moving, because the last thing we need is for any one of these outputs to fill up and back up the whole system, right? So we need to deal with them in some way, shape, or form. And then at stage 2, it says that we can take the medium oil with more of that high steam to make diesel and light oil. Okay. So at this phase, basically all it is a way to make diesel. And then you have to just get rid of all of the heavy oil and light oil and sour water, because there's really nothing to do with it yet until you pick up sulfur processing. That gives you the sour water into sulfur, and you can absolutely do stuff with that. But what about the other oils? What do we do with the other oils? Well, here's a use for the other oils under gas combustion, and this gives you, steam and CO2. Yeah, you can convert all of it, boil it into steam, and then use the steam to produce power through power generators. Yeah, yeah. You throw it into a turbine, it makes mechanical power, and then you convert that into electricity. Ta-da! So that's a thing, and then that's electricity without fuel required as stuff continues to happen because the game is actually running while I'm in this mode. Let me pause that a second. Now this also unlocks the coal boiler, but I would like the turbine so you can actually produce power out of coal here, and it looks like 18 units of coal a minute makes 48 steam, which if you use all of that steam to make power, you're getting 2 megawatts of mechanical power. That's 4 times 300 kilowatts, so 1.2 megawatts of electricity out of 18 coal per minute. And at this point in time, you have to just vent out the low steam. I'll add that to queue next. I also would like to use this because, seawater is infinite, but we'll have to deal with the brine. We'll have to dump that. I think I can just dump it with the water dump currently. So that's a thing. And I have to exhaust the exhaust. There's also biofuel. And it produces compost. Huh. But you need oxygen. It's like, where are you gonna make oxygen, huh? I will be needing ship weapons, so the advanced diesel will be required. And I need these guns, basically, to be able to keep going out. And then there's more vehicle cap. I'm not at the vehicle cap yet. I might be soon, though. Provides electricity to generate Unity. Cool. Mechanical power storage. Now, what does this do? It stores 80 megawatts a second, or 80 megawatt seconds, excuse me, of mechanical power as inertia. So this keeps the system moving in periods where, say, you're waiting for loads of coal to come in. It'll keep the power flowing. And then there's turbine control, which I need to look more into that. Hi, Ollie. Hey, this thing's working today. Excuse me. Hey. There. Hi. There's the Ollie. There's the Ollie. The kitty. We've got the cam. It's actually plugged in today. It wasn't actually plugged in yesterday. Yes, there's the kitty. There's Ollie. What else? What order should I do? Let's do that, and then let's do that and that. Oh, there you go. Now you're gonna swipe at me, huh? Now you're gonna swipe at me. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess I should just pick these up just so that we are clearing the tier. Ah, wheat farming and processing. That's nice. We'll then pick up the power storage. And then I imagine, yeah, here, this whole section between here and here. This is all the same tier of stuff. So, I wonder how long this is going to take. Large vehicles look nice, but I would need construction part 3s to get into that. So let's try to not unlock anything that needs construction part 3s yet. Manually assign buildings to each other to set up routes that trucks will follow. Well, that's nice. And I don't even know if I'm even going to use edicts, but you know what, we'll keep it. Now, what do these things need? Steel. Of course they need steel. Plus the level 2 parts, and of course it's halved again. And of course it's halved again. Now, why this is listed twice when it's the same... Oh, this is... Why do these two exist? They're the same ratio, except this gives more per minute out of the electric assembly. Must be the electric 2 recipe? Yeah, that's the electric 2 recipe, so it just doubles the output. Why do they need, like, a separate set of recipes for each building? That's an awkward way of designing the game. What they've done is they've just copied all of the recipes and, like, doubled the numbers for each level of this building. Like, what? Assign a multiplier to have one recipe and assign a multiplier to each building type. Like, duh? Like, duh? And then just display the output value after the multiplier. Done. Done. Like, that will save a lot of, like, copied instances of the same stuff. Like, come on. This is basic. This is very, very basic stuff here. Yeah, then we'll... So I'm just gonna queue up everything through the Research Lab 3. I might need to change around some of the queued stuff. This is still locked because we need to find soybean seeds. Alright. That'll be that. We won't look at the tech tree in detail again, probably for a good long while. So... Funny... Oh, it actually switched to this. Huh, the potato crop might take longer? Yeah, I think it's... The potato crop takes longer than this, so now they ended up syncing with each other. Well, that's good to know. I still can't grow anything else until I upgrade to irrigated farms, and do I have what I need to do that? Not really. Not when I only have 15 of these level 2 parts. Alright, are you good? Repair you. We do have an abundance of iron. I could scale the iron. A bit. Make sure. God dang it! It didn't copy the recipes. It didn't copy the recipes. And then it set these to do. It set this to nothing, and it set both of these to do both, even though that's not what I copied. Why are you on both? There's weird behavior here. Very, very weird behavior. The ship was fully repaired. Okay, go somewhere. Okay, these are now done. They do consume power. Okay. Oh god, I am 40 kilowatts. Hum. Waiting for water or rain. Oh noes. Yo, buddies, could you ship some of this? Or does it not do that? It might just not do that. I might need to just upgrade this. It's gonna be waiting a while, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna set both of them, and we're gonna prioritize that one. And then I need to get water. The groundwater pump should be fine. I don't know where, though, the thingy will be for, like, inputs. I'll place it just so that we have it. And once we get desalination, I'll use that as, like, primary water. Yeah, liquid dump does inherently come with the brine. It can also apparently just offload seawater for whatever reason. Like, okay. It can accept all of them, but aren't pipes single product only? Single fluid type only? I would think. But, you know, this is not Factorio, so I'll try it. If it doesn't let me connect the pipe, then I'll know, because pipes are directional in this game. And of course, it was a battle, so not enough fuel. Go home. It might all be battles at this point. It looks like practically every node that's 2 away, except for these 2 settlements, has all been fights. Alright, repair. Ah, you have been upgraded, and I can immediately see that the water source is on the opposite side of the building. So, we have to move it over here. If we can. Yes, we can. Yeah, this will be okay. How much do you actually make? You make 48 every 60 seconds, and each one of these will need 32.4. Alright. So that means I'll actually need something for each of these, but I have to, like, move, like, pipe over the stuffs. Okay, pipes. Yeah, so I want to do this way so that trucks can get through. We'll just build a pipe out that way, and then once we have the thing, I'll worry about connecting. Now, technically, I would hope that this would be able to actually get deliveries of this water. Ahem. 2-month food supply. That's odd. I guess I'll just add another farm. We might be starving, briefly. Or I can go over here and be like, yo, give food. Where the food? It's here. You should keep that empty. That sounds great. Two workers needed. Oh boy. And what is our pop cap? 280. Wonderful. Yeah, you're gonna do... Oh, I can do veggies. I can do veggies. Veggies take 4 months and give 60. And the fertility equilibrium will be 75.5% if I set things up like that. Which I think I will. I think I will. Although, that does also mean that the water need will be higher on average. That still says 32.3, which is within the production rate of these two. Granted, we have to actually, you know, make them. I guess you should turn on. And I'll need to expand. Don't I have... Yes, I do, but I don't have the level 2 construction parts for it at the moment. Where's the housing? Yes, housing 1. More. I should improve the part 2 production. Yeah, maybe I should. But, you know, that's still going to take a good long while to do. Tab. Go there. Next. Yeah, I should improve the part 2 production. So what would be the limiting factor on the part 2 production currently? Well, it's the fact that I only have this one building that is producing those. I don't know why it's also making electronics, considering I have an electronic thingy. So, I could double my production by upgrading this. I'll set it to upgrade. For the moment, I could boost it, and that would double from the production. But I can't boost it further until, you know, the stuff gets delivered. Like, if this building upgrades, I cannot support double output with the boost on it. Because I don't have enough part 1 production. And the main limiting factor on the part 1 production, I think at this point, is actually the, well, it's the concrete, but I think I'll also need more iron. So it's like we have to scale everything to improve our part 2 production. And that involves needing more workers. More workers means needing more food. And by making more stuff, we end up producing more pollution, which means less unity. And yeah, just, you know, problems. Problems all around. Are you here yet? Now you should be there. Hello? Exploration is in progress, so maybe we've got something. In battle, great. 26 DPS. Just go home. Have you been upgraded? Yes, so we will remove your boost for the moment. Still need more workers. Get rid of all of these notifications. Hey, we built the thing at least. So now we need 15.2 food. Apparently vegetables count as vitamins? Health bonus if provided. Okay. But it should all count as, like, food, right? Gosh, I hope so. People are starving. Oh noes. But didn't we literally just produce potatoes? Yeah, you're taking them all over to the market. Hey, it's like we have 5 months. We have 5 months. Do not say that we're starving. We really need these. Just gonna throw out there. We really need this. New and more pops to make things, you know, worse. Hooray! They gave me copper, rubber, scrap, and diesel. Woohoo. Yeah, I do need to keep up the workers. Yeah, repair, auto repair. Okay. So order of operations right now is to increase the food supply and then to increase the Alright, now this is going to be dumb. This is going to be so stupid because I don't know which way the ship is going to go here. It needs to go south and this way, but I sure hope that it doesn't try to go through this. All right, which way you gonna go? I won't know until it like leaves the map and starts moving. It needs to go this way. Okay, thank goodness. I guess I can force routes though. I could tell it to go here, but I don't think it has enough fuel to get out to this node because it could go this route to get there. But yeah, the construction parts are a thing that I need to make. Need to make more of, but we need to, you know, have the parts. We need to have pops for the parts. Oh great, nothing. We have no food. Could you Give some food. No, I don't want you to. Exploration here is in progress. More refugees. We'll pause that for the moment. I've got 29 workers. That'll be fine. Ship in battle. Of course it is. So I think that's everything I can possibly get to with my ship. That's within current range and not blocked by enemies. So no more worrying about that. Okay, we've gotten our first doohickey here, but we have to keep in mind that this reserve only has so much water in it. It's got 15,000 units. Oh good, you're upgrading. But yeah, this guy should now be irrigated, meaning I will actually produce within the actual set time. See, now it says average production every 60 seconds is 4.8 and 5. Which in total is 9.8. Which was exactly the same as before. See, that lowered the output. The natural replenishment doesn't change anything. That slightly increases production. That lowers it overall. I think that this is a decent let's see, 9.8. If I go to natural, that'll be greater than 10. That'll be 10. 11 even. That'll be 11 units of stuff with a natural replenishment rather than with the green manure. Why would I use green manure? Like, it doesn't work that well with the veggies at all. Like, all right, naturally replenished, because that actually gives you more stuff on the output. Like, why would I do that? Oh yeah, these use power. Wonderful. I need more power. I'm realizing I am lacking. 15 people have died of starvation. Great. Oh well. Edicts. They exist, apparently. I need power. Looking forward to the power tech. More have died. But now we have food. And now we're sitting fallow for however many months. Oh yeah, I can't unassign the crew. Because, yeah, we don't need them. We can't go anywhere for a little bit. Not until I get guns, anyway. This one is producing veggies in 3.5 months. 3.2. We don't have enough food. And I don't have enough construction parts to get food. Oh well. Oh well. I could tell it to just harvest now. Estimated yield 14. Oh, great. 22 and 22. Yeah, I need to probably just do that on those two. And the trucks will collect and go over. Hopefully. Hey, it's irrigating. Go, go. Could you deliver the food? Guys? Guys? Could you deliver the food? There's 97 veggies here stored, and 82 veggies here stored. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's actually okay. I need a veggie market. Well, no, this shows this. It does not allow veggies. Oh, God. So the whole time. No, it's... Why does it not... It only inputs one thing, and you have to select it by pushing this button? Are you... Okay, little angry. I'm just a bit angry at that. I'm just a bit angry because there was nothing that told me that that was a thing that you needed to do. I assumed that all the products went into the food market and then that would be distributed. Not that the food market only handles one thing at any given time. Like, where in any of these messages, any of these tutorial messages, does it say that the food building here can only deal with one item at a time? It's got waste and dumping, mining, health and pollution, a generic logistics, and it's limited by my production of the level 1 stuff, which, by the way, is actually not... I'm not producing excess anymore of this, right? Because I've increased the Part 2 production. I now don't have the Part 1 production to keep up. But this has finally done its job, and oh hey, magically, now we have food. That was incredibly stupid. Alright then, let's get more workers brought in. I need some more after losing, like, 20 plus people to starvation, with veggies just sitting on the farms. Yes, I should connect this farm to water, so it actually gets irrigated. There we go. That'll connect it. And it lets the trucks through if they need to go through. They likely do need to go through. Sad thing about having this farm, which, you know, I likely don't actually need anymore, by the way. Sad thing about having this farm here is that its irrigation would be on this other side. And that's not where my water is. Speaking of the water, yeah. It's gonna go down. What I actually need to do is start upgrading the housing. Because I would imagine that it's denser as we upgrade it. So, consumption of food in total is 14.4. Why do I even have to add that together? I don't know. But let's see. With each of these being, you know, 10, 11 actually each. Do I really need this? When I have 22 and I need 14. I apparently need more than that. Why did you just suddenly go up to 14.3 and 7.2? Huh. Hello, Ave. I don't know what you mean by storage is only storing one thing, and how I'm supposed to just know that off the top of my head. Because, yeah, I can set the storage to be one thing, but they could take in anything. Like, I have never experienced a message saying that I need to set the item in here on these storages. Like, how am I supposed to link the fact that the storage is one thing to this food market only taking one thing? Like, no, that is not intuitive. No, I refuse to stand down on that argument. The game absolutely needs to tell you that food markets can only operate with one thing at a time. because when I see the word market, I don't go to a supermarket to buy potatoes and only potatoes in the entire supermarket. Okay? Like, I don't go to a market and expect the market to only contain potatoes. Also, Kitty's gone, so I'll knock that off. Like, this is not a market. This is a, like, food storage. This is food storage, not a market. Or food distributor, or something along those lines. A market is a multi-product location. Yeah, but I don't need to bring people, like, force people in. I can just use the beacon. Like, we have the beacon for a reason. Ah, yes, and we now have the depots, the cargo depots. At least access to them, anyway. So after all that, the food issue is more than solved. Ahem. Hello and welcome. We had a little bit of a food problem. So now we're at 16. Looks like I will actually be needing the third here. Because I do want more pops, lots more pops. Yeah, so order of business is more construction parts, as per usual. That's the order of business here. In order to get more construction parts, I am going to need to set up more of this, but we have access to a more efficient recipe that I could use. Now I have one idle truck, so I guess we're gonna need a few more trucks, and I'm gonna need at least another 1 or 2 excavators as well, so we're gonna build out a whole bunch of those. I'm gonna build up a mining control tower over here. Oh, they're actually building their way up there. That's good. Alright, mining. So we're gonna mine sand. I don't know how, like, deep this, like, pit of sand is, but we'll try to make do. Mining designation. And we are gonna go down with it. Hello, Ollie. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, Kitty. Yeah. What direction is this thing facing? That way. Why is that going up? That way. Excuse me. That way. Down. Probably not that far down, but hey. Better-ish. Maybe more like that far down, and then go flat. I don't know how, like, the walls can be. We have 30 workers available. I want one more grouping, and then I'll stop. Although, this monthly unity, I can get 10 for 2.5, of which I have, you know, a lot. Alright, well there's 10, that gives me enough. Won't this housing use electricity as well? That was another issue. I don't see it using electricity. Not yet. You need transformers, right? You need the, like, upgrade stuff. Tack onto the side. Now, I have enough parts, I could upgrade this housing, but I don't need to right now. Okay. Oh, we've almost got that power generation tech. You need an... Oh, I actually have an excavator assigned. We'll need a few vehicles, and I need storage. For sand. Hopefully this doesn't use sand on the dumper. You know, that would be a little sad if you were to try to dump sand, you know? Tutorial, Crisis Management. Talks about alerts for storage, priority settings, power crisis management. Okay. I guess that got unlocked with power. Yo, where's the tutorial that actually legit just tells you that food markets, among all other storages, are one item only? And that if you want to add veggies, you have to add another market. Like, come on, it's not a market. Alright, these things. I can, because I'm mining the sand, I can now set it to something else. I can now set it to do the sand recipes, use the sand recipes. I don't want it to focus on that, though. Oh, by the way, sand, limestone, sand, limestone. This is a great place to do the concrete. So I am considering moving my mining of limestone over here and setting up the real array for producing the concrete bricks over here. Considering it. I don't know how much limestone there actually is here. That's the only little issue. There's also stuff here plus here, so, you know, there's an array possible over here. I could also spend Unity, but nah. I would need more rotary kilns, and this tree is in the way. It is set to cut it, but the tree harvester is, you know, full. We've got enough wood. More than enough wood. And it's focusing on this little forest. Right, and we also need water. Have I obtained that technology yet? Well, we have a coal boiler. Great. Where is that? Oh, here. It's the next tech we're working on. That's wonderful. Hi, Ollie. Big kitty. Ah. Okay. Let me add additional rotary kiln stuff. Because if I'm doing the sand recipes, which, I'm just going to force the sand recipes at this point. If I'm doing these sand recipes, it doubles, or it halves the cement. Oh, right, I need to actually do the opposite, don't I? I need to boost these or double these mixers for each kiln, because the kiln does 3. Yeah. But that's a lot of boost. And it's also not going to have enough water, I think, because we're sort of relying on the rainwater for the water. I can pump the water and pipe the water in. This would absolutely give me enough. So let me essentially redo this. Where's the mixer? There's the mixer. Okay. This is interesting from a logistics standpoint, because I need to keep at least the one space. Hey, I held shift. There. Now all of these are going to be doing the 2 sand recipes. These 2 are going to get deconstructed. You produce 48. 6 times 4 is, 24. So that's half of this, though it won't last forever. For pipes, we'll have a 2 high. I don't want you going down immediately. Like, could we please just have it go like that? Yeah. Or could I do it this way? You see, that's allowed to start the click here and drag out to this pipe. Was there an update that fixed this little issue I was having over here? Did the game update? I don't know. I haven't actually looked at the updates, because the game is getting pretty consistently updated. Yo, Steam. Steam, Captain of Industry, updates. June 21st was the last 2 updates, apparently, so when we streamed last time. Fixed dumping issues from mine towers, fixed alignment issues with copy-pasting, a single settlement module, fixed issue with logistics assignments not working properly in regresses, fixed clone tool. No, so they didn't do anything regarding that. So it's finicky with pipes that are outputting, and yet it's not finicky with pipes that are inputting somehow, for whatever reason. And I intend to belt the kiln outputs, but I'll be moving the kilns as well. Probably over here. Whoops. Didn't hold shift. Basic desalination has been finished. That's great. We are full up on the concrete currently. I can delete this and the pipes. Now, logistics on the kilns. Oh yeah, this, I may need another crusher. I could belt the crushers too, but I like having it mixed like this. I could tell the crusher to only crush one thing and have two of them, because this has two inputs. Yeah, this has... but I would still need the input for the sand. Well, anyway. It's flat conveyors. On the cement, and at bare minimum, I will have the cement. Now I don't need balancers or sorters or anything like that on this. Not at the moment, anyway. Yes, and I need the steam. Shall I do the thing with the steam? Hey. No fair. See, I can do that. Smokestack. There you go. Alright, could have put it here, right? Ta-da! God, I wish these connectors were just placeable. Pipe connectors. There's a pipe balancer. Whatever that does. Oh, right. Slight issue. Do you see the slight issue here? I see the slight issue here. Slight issue being, I don't think we can deliver the sand unless the trucks are able to deliver it from the other side. I think they can just deliver it from wherever they have physical access. And they don't, like, deliver it to the ports. Not enough maintenance 1. I need 222. Hi, Ollie. You brought a baby. A wet baby. Yeah. Alright. Well then, I guess I'll boost that for now. Do we have the ability to do... We don't have the next maintenance depot. So while this is building, I'll have this boosted until this is built. Do I have the production to support it? Probably not. I would need 18 mechanical parts. And this is already an electric building. You have extra downtime, so you can do that. Yeah, you got your toy. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ollie, where did it go, huh? Oh no, it's just ground underneath. Off he runs. That would be really sad if we can't actually just dig down for sand here. That makes things more complicated. That makes things a lot more complicated. Alright then, we're gonna change this mining designation. We're not gonna go down. We are gonna stay flat, but we're gonna stay flat at surface 3, I guess, for you. Just as long as we stay within the zone. Whoops. All the stuff that's grayed out is like already at surface 3 or higher. So you actually have to go down a little. And yeah, you're gonna focus your priority on the sand. See, this you can add multiple, but not everything. Oh no, you're stuck. Repair. Okay, they built the thing I can stop boosting. The maintenance should fix itself. And now we are full up on concrete. Good. That means we can scale, again, the production on the concrete parts. Concrete parts? Construction parts. I don't know what the long-term wood supply is going to be. But we'll just have to manage. Why are you not constantly producing stuff? You need electronics. Am I out of electronics? I have 14 electronics. And what's the limit on the electronics? we are full on mechanical parts, and therefore the building cannot make anything else because it's full. Now it says missing input. What input is it missing? Because I see it supposedly has stuff. I guess it doesn't have enough copper because it says we have 3 and we need 12. Sometimes it's a little difficult to comprehend. So what is the issue on the copper? It needs coal, and I don't have enough coal. Why? Because these need repair. And I probably just need to assign another thingy on coal. Because we're apparently using a bunch of coal. Gee, wouldn't it be great if we were to have better maintenance stuffs? What's that tech? 10 deep. Great. Hello? Do you have maintenance by any chance? No. Do you have maintenance by any chance? No. So we can just trade cement for a lot of coal. Okay. Why I would need that fuel, I don't know. I've got plenty of wood. I mean, I guess I need coal, but I'm not going to trade construction parts for coal. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But I can trade construction parts for copper. That I can do. I guess I'll trade some fuel for some coal. Now what that should do is allow the electronics to get going again. Ha, will he fall off the edge? We'll see. Well, this is moving. That's a good sign. You know, I just needed more coal. We'll repair things that need to be repaired. Oh look, no power, because I'm pretty sure we've lost our repair on all these. I don't have a ton of Unity, so we better get this sorted quick. Send all the things. Oh, that's an interesting pose. Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, you're gonna fall over. Ollie. Oh, kitty. Like on his back, just. Hmm. Well, these are operational-ish. Although I think that I still need to boost the production on the electronics. And I need more copper. Let's just make that clear. Like, even if I have the copper, like, all this needs to go faster. What? No lab available? Huh? Oh. Maintenance. Yeah, it seems I need more copper now. Just more copper now. Let's get more copper now, without having to spend all this Unity. How are we still without enough? I'm making 300 a minute, game. It says I need 228. I shouldn't need to boost this. That should be consuming 9. Although I do have... yes, I do need to boost this. Because I have other things consuming stuff. Blast Furnace has no recipe selected. Are you kidding me? Copper. Not iron. Right, and because of that, I also need more power. We need everything all at once, which is just, you know, fantastic. All right, power. It's time. We need additional power. We can make additional power through setting up. Oh yeah, and we can get the water now. Good. Good. Coal boiler. Do I want one of these? Yes. Just one. Just one is fine. We're gonna set this up probably here-ish, by the source. You know, this is gonna be a lot of construction burnt twos. Should I just set up everything? Yeah, I should set up everything. So, here's what we do. We set up a seawater pump. Somewhere over here. We will need to, you know, dump the brine. But, yeah, I don't know if it allows for multiple things in the same pipe. We'll find out. We shall find out pretty quick when I set up the doohickey. Where's the desalination? Hello? Desalination. Excuse me? But I picked this up, right? In the basic distiller. Okay. Where's the basic distiller? Here. So it's the same as the... Alright. Sure. Sure thing. It takes coal as well to operate the basic distiller. How much seawater? 60. So 1 seawater per second. Oh boy. And then how much does this pull in? Ah, twice that. All right. So I could do this. Don't really want to, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Then we need to deal with the brine. Go out to here. Does it let me? Does it let me do this? It does let me do this. That's all I needed to know, game. That's all I needed to know. It will let me do multi-fluid out on the same pipe. Although, I worry about the distance between where we're pulling in and where we're dumping this brine. It doesn't want me to raise at all in here, so I'd have to manually do that. Oh, come on. There you go. See, it needs another segment before it lets you, like, make the connector there. And I don't like that at all. From there, because that's actually water out, I'm gonna throw it into fluid storage. Of course, why would I do anything else? Technically it's water, I don't need to assign it to be water, but hey. It's water, and it's whatever 36 times 2 is. 72 per second. per minute, excuse me. $72 water per minute, huh? Wonder how much I'm gonna need. Well, that's already 24 if I were to bring water over for that. Oh boy. So something tells me I'm gonna need a lot more of this. A lot more of this. And we will be replacing the diesel generators, by the way. That's definitely something we need to do, is just replace rather than add. So those workers are basically getting reassigned to the turbines, although the power generator itself does not use any workers. So this thing totally uses 48. We're not making twice that. I am going to do this. This extra steam needs a output. Pipe across. More coal in, lots of coal in, actually. And that's gonna make the high steam, 48 of it, up to. From there, high pressure turbine. We need 2 high pressure turbines. Interesting. You can pass through mechanical power? Is that how I'm reading this? We can pass through mechanical power? Tutorials. Hey. You don't tell me anything about this and how this works. Okay. Sure. So my basic understanding would be that I can do this. And that the mechanical power passes through. I blocked coal output. Where? Here. Coal input. But as we've seen with other buildings, the input port is not where the trucks go. The trucks can deliver things anywhere on the building. So yes, it's that port is blocked, but that only matters if I'm belting coal in. And we can just change it if I do belt coal in. At the moment, I'm using the trucks because that would be a bit of a long belt. The belt is actually really expensive in this game. The conveyors, yeah. When it's 2 and 2 per segment, that's pretty expensive. And like, no matter what, you're using vehicles to mine and load it into the storage. Like, how do you even do a belt into a loose storage if it's coal? Like, what? Like, what? Like, is there some auto excavator I don't know about that exists that just outputs a conveyor of stuff? Don't know. Do not know. But what I do know is that it seems that the trucks will be able to shove stuff in here just fine. Yeah, so pipe. Now, this is just a guess that this will work. And then we need, how many? 4? 4 power generators in a row. Excuse me. Hold shift. And then, how does the other thing work? Or do I even have it? I don't think I have it yet. The flywheel thing. I don't get that until here, which is the 15th tech down the line. So for now, that is that. Now, could it be more compact? Sure. This is going to end up producing 1.2 megawatts of power, and I'll have extra water at the end of it, but it's going to need 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 workers. We need 22 workers for this. Huh. And we will be able to reassign 8. Hey, have you, recovered? Yes. That helps a little. Okay. Now what's your problem? You're not getting the ore in fast enough. Great. We need another like more stuff. But this is also running at double speed, so if I remove this from double speed, then it should be able to keep up on 2, I would hope. Ah, of course. Of course, we need additional pickups. Which, you know, that's a worker each. Yeah, see, these are able to operate once this gets built. Yeah, so please build this first. That would be great. Oh, hey, they're bringing the coal in. You see, they were able to deliver the coal here just fine. It's not actually tied to the like port for the input. That's just for the conveyors. Which, yeah, I could conveyor completely the concrete mixer, by the way. We can do another, you know, vertical engineering, just like in Satisfactory. Oh, hello. And these two can go away now. And advanced diesel has happened, so I can produce diesel in a more efficient way. At least I hope it's a more efficient way. Oh, we've finally cut down all these trees. That's nice. Still have more to cut, but oh well. Oh. Yeah, those can go too. Let's see, any crises currently? I don't think so. I think we're doing a bit better at this point. I think we're okay. I would, of course, like to expand the vehicles, but that means more workers. More workers means more food will be required. We're already at like 19 food required of the between these two. 22. I mean, this one does make another 11 by itself, so up to 33, but it's somewhat intermittent because of the not being irrigated. I need to kill these trees as well. I could set up a storage, loose storage for the veggies. What stores veggies? The actual unit storage stores veggies. All right. Well, that's good to know. You'll be set to veggies. You see, when I don't have this set, I assume that anything can go in here. And because I've never not assigned a product before the thing gets built, I've never seen a notice about needing to assign a thing to it. Because it's like, oh yeah, I want only one item in my, unit storages, but when I see the word market, I expect multiple items in a market. I was like, oh yeah, when we get more stuff, it adds to this list. Surely. No, apparently not. Really, our construction part 2 production is that bad? What's your issue? Oh, it's just the electronics being limited by copper. That little niggle. Alright, we need another one of those. We need another 2 of those. And then... Ahem. Hopefully we are still under 300. So that I can do this. I will need to assign the thingy. Also, I don't know why it has like this dumping stuff on it. I don't know how to use that properly. I need to make more construction part 1s. Yes? No, I'm full up. I'm full up on construction part 1s. Good. Well, that's nice. No point in having you boosted if you're being limited by the copper production. Although I have plenty of unity coming in. Larg. How do I move forward here? I mean, clearly the answer is copper. We move forward with more copper production. That's obvious. But we do need more workers. Bring on more workers. I've got the unity. Have we built the thing? Yes, we have. We have finished ship weapons. What is that going to cost me? Iron and mechanical parts. I have plenty of those, so that should be fine. So apparently an engine upgrade will let me go farther for the amount of fuel that I have, but I don't know when I get an engine upgrade. When do we get an engine upgrade? Because I see we get another bridge for advanced radar capabilities. This is engine 2. So that increases speed and range. But that's way out here. In the next level of tech. See, I would have expected... I mean, I guess because we get the armor and the weapons in this tech, I guess the expectation there is that we'll be able to go out and kill all of those enemies that are around us, and that inherently unlocks more exploration. I guess that's what it does, right? Alright, so we've got one thing built, and we're building the next. Oh. We can actually start loading the ship for the damaged cargo ship stuff, but I don't have enough stuff to repair that. Not enough housing. We ended up bringing a few more folks than intended. And I don't have the thingies, so I guess it's another one of these. Because this can be built immediately. Ship modifications complete. You take 35 crew now? Ow! Nah. We're gonna need some expansion here. We're gonna need some expansion here. We will keep you unpaused, actually. And every time we make these construction part 2s, they're gonna go down here to work on this pump. Excuse me? Why are you... What? Huh? Trucks will prioritize this operation. Alrighty then. Alright, we are making more copper-ish. Missing input. Well, I guess right now they are refueling. The excavators are refueling. 3 excavators will be a bit overkill, but because from what I can tell, it seems to be 1 per blast furnace. I need to come up with a better arrangement as well. Is it time to try to reduce the number, all this logistics, like all these vehicles running around? Might be time to do that, actually. But once I have 35, like plus 35, off of bringing in folks, I'm gonna load up the crew and we're going out hunting. So what is my what is like my ship's stats now? What does it do? Average damage 52 average damage. Okay. Battle score is 140. That's what I need to know. Because these guys have a battle score 70, 70, 70, 100, 100, 170, and over here 170. So we're going to go to the areas that are like 70, ideally. We'll start with you up there. Burp, burp. You can see the little like battleship weapons on it. And we got the refugees. Good. Soon. Soon. And this will give us water. And we'll actually get to see this like multi-output thing in action. I should build a fuel station. Yeah. I actually unlocked that a little while back. I should build one like over here. Somewhere over here, I think, would be on average a bit better. Or maybe just have individual ones servicing these areas. Just have something like here. Have something down here. They don't need anything special. Yep. That should save time. Yeah, because it is a dedicated fuel like truck that'll just move from one area to the next to fill the fuel station. But you need to assign trucks to do that. Alright, that's now 2 fewer trucks. Ship is in battle. We are winning. Area explored. Hooray! Discovered a damaged cargo ship. Alright, so that's another damaged cargo ship up there. We now know about 2 of them. That one only needs iron. So does this one, actually. Yo. Go home. Because we can actually repair those. I believe I have the iron. At least yeah. 509. I think I have enough iron to do that, which means I could set up a cargo dock. Cargo depot. So what are the rules here for building these? Like, apparently I can set this up. It says collision with trading dock. Collision with trading dock. So I can build one here. Like right here. But my goodness. That is a lot of stuffs. Oh, good. We have water now. We has water. Yay, water. We are processing the water. And get this. It is outputting the brine. So, yeah, this absolutely works. It is able to get rid of the brine. And everything is awesome. Alright, the ship is repaired. I didn't see the notice about it, but hey. All cargo loaded, we can send the ship on its way. It's loaded the iron, meaning that I can go and deliver this cargo to the damaged ship. Ah, we are producing these thingies again. Good. Will I need more pickups? Well, ideally, as I delivered cargo to the damaged ship. So now it's just gonna fix it, and then I believe I just have to go home, because I don't want to fight these two yet. I could probably just go here. Alright, so it was repaired. Now I can go here. And we have one of two of these ships. Glorious ships. We'll have to figure out how this works. This whole system. Looks like we end up using the slag preferentially. Oh goodness, that's a bit of damage. We got 20 pops for that. But we should also be able to explore here. Oh boy. And now we've overpopulated again. And we're about to get 20 more pops. That's just lovely. I really don't want to build another housing segment, but I don't have the 100 parts to deal with it, so oh well. Go there, build the next thing. You can sort of make out with all like the little blue and red stuff in there. This is waste. We're like making a ramp out of garbage. Which I guess is one way of having an infinite supply of stuff to dump. Have your pops produce garbage. Of course, once this ramp is made and I'm able to get up, physically up to this level, cargo depot has no module available. Well, duh, because you have to build the thing before you can put the modules down, right? So what module do I want? Oh, you go out here. So what's the plan? Ooh, bauxite. We'll be doing some aluminum processing, whatever it's called in this game. What to build? Well, here's what I know about. I know about an oil rig right here that takes 120 parts. This oil rig uses 120 construction part 2s to fix, and in order to bring the oil in from this oil rig, I will need a ship here on the cargo dock, right? And the dock is going to need to be able to accept the oil. Now, I'm going to imagine that there's going to be other locations that will bring in, like, bauxite ore, for example, because I don't know about having any bauxite on my main island here. I don't think I do. But anyway, the ship is too damaged. I'm going to start with the fuel, with the fluid, so that I can do the oil mining. And then I guess another module would just add more storage of the oil, and I don't really need that. I could set it up to bring in loose stuff or to bring construction parts, or maybe provide construction parts. I don't know what that really does for me. Alright, the ship is repaired. Good. Good to know. Where are we going next? Here? I wonder what happens if the ship is destroyed. Or if it can be accidentally. I hope it cannot be accidentally. Guess this can go away at this point. I don't think the trucks, like, ever go to move the water from these rain harvesters. It's a little weird. Well, they sure wanted to build these power generators. What are we working on next with these parts? I don't even know. I definitely have enough workers for a while. Alright, what do we got over here at this location? Please don't be more combat. Please don't be more combat. Okay. You're exploring, and we'll find out. We have finished gas combustion. Okay. Alright. We're exploring. What do we got? Battle! That I'm going to lose. Great. Go home. So we do automatically retreat if we come across something stronger than us. I imagine that when I pick up the armor technology that I will be able to survive that because I won't take as much damage. Okay. Slightly concerning on the coal. I don't need to know about this scrap iron anymore. Where is that on this list? There. Now, I do need to be concerned about the status of these, though. Well, we are making enough, so do I really need to be that concerned about it? What are you going to do? You are going to be dedicated to making additional mechanical parts. Just to get ahead of it. And I guess I'll do another one that will be dedicated to making additional electronics, but I do need to pay attention to my rubber consumption, because right now that's 3, 6, and then 9. How much does one of these make? 12. Well, okay then. That is fine. Alright. Advancing production on construction part 2s is definitely required, but it's like there's so many steps that we need to do to get higher production of these construction part 2s. Like technically I've doubled from where I started today the amount of construction part 2s I was making, but we need just so much more. So very much more. And that needs so very much power. And that power will now need so very much more coal to maintain. So much more that I will actually build another excavator. Alright, are you good? Yes. We're going to go... where? Where are we going? We can't survive at 170. We can survive at 100. We'll go this way. Vehicle Management 2 unlocked. What does that do? Oh, it's the plus 20, so I now have 90. You know, we're nowhere near having 90 vehicles. At least I know I have enough stuff to make vehicles. So I'm adding additional mining on the coal here, primarily to allow for this guy to operate fully. It's 18 a minute, so I need to make sure that we've got plenty of that. Fuel station was built! Hooray! We have fuel. Could you, Okay, so that's how that works. So, I initially assumed that the way this worked is you assigned a truck, and the truck's sole existence was to find fuel and bring fuel here. That is not how that works. The assigned truck exists to take fuel from the fuel station to, quote-unquote, nearby excavators and tree harvesters. And apparently, it needs fuel to be piped in rather than trucked in order to operate. So the reality is you need to add a tank of diesel that is importing why doesn't it copy all the thingies? I don't know. So that way your vehicles will take fuel to the fluid storage. That's pretty stupid. And I guess we need to tell it to keep it full with some value, right? On here so that it actually imports stuff. Oh look, an excavator ran out of fuel. Gee, I wonder why. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that it sees that there's a fuel station there and that the fuel station doesn't have any fuel in it. So it just kept going until it ran out of fuel instead of going to, you know, find fuel itself, because it got assigned to the fuel station. It's magic. But we do have a truck coming in that's going to send fuel to the fuel storage, and then, you know, the fuel storage will shove it into the fuel station, and the vehicle that is assigned to the fuel station will go and it will refuel the excavators. And hopefully any other truck that needs to be fueled will come in and, you know, refuel. Like this one. Hi. Because apparently that's how that works. We have a location explored. We have discovered a sawmill. Aha! That, my friends, is the infinite supply of wood. Okay. Which would suggest... the existence of locations that could provide iron, copper, and coal, and limestone, and sand. Basically, every resource on the island, I would imagine, has a location on the map that is able to provide you a steady amount of that resource. That's my assumption, based off of what I just saw. At the very least, the wood, right? Because wood's gonna run out eventually on your island, and so is everything else. And I don't know about you, but I don't like having arbitrary time limits. Maybe you actually need more than one vehicle, because we have like 2 excavators. Like every excavator on the map is set to this one fuel station, which you know, probably shouldn't be. That's why we have this one being made eventually. As much as I want these built, I need that fuel station. Are you repaired? Yes, you are repaired. Okay, I can tell it to fix this cargo ship. No chance in hell that I have the construction parts saved up for that. So we're gonna go and explore the next node, which hopefully is not another fight with something I can't take out. You speak Ollie. Okay, you are built. So now there shouldn't be any issues whatsoever with excavators getting fueled, and the excavators can now operate continuously, or a lot more continuously, because they don't have to go driving off huge distances just to get fueled. And all of the pickups can just drop in at the fuel station to get fueled, and they don't have to go all the way over here. If they operate over here or down here, they can just go here or here, rather than all the way over here all of the time. So, the next step, as we're about to get storage level 2, actually, next step, of course, is continuing to upgrade the construction part 2 production. We have essentially scaled the production of part 1s a bit. We did this here in this one, so that's fine. The ship is in battle. Unfortunately, we are going to lose that. Yep, go back. Ah, right. I completely forgot. Oh, you flare those. Why would one flare diesel? I don't know. I don't know why one would flare diesel. Alright. That is half of the production, 600 kilowatts. Once this guy gets built, we'll have the other amount, which does mean that at the moment I can get rid of you. Each of these produces 180. So I can get rid of 3 of them, and that is a drastic reduction in fuel production / consumption, excuse me. Yeah, we're good. So the shaft has a throughput limit, huh? Of 12 megawatts. So that means you can have 12 of these in a line off of this recipe. I don't know. Maybe. You need more? How many more techs until the next thingy? Maintenance? 4. 4th in the queue. Which doubles the rate per building. I mean, do I really need to double the rates per building, or do I just need to build more buildings? Oh. Oh. We are storing electronics. We are, in fact, storing electronics, which is good, but is not the full story. We need to have even more electronics, which means even more copper production. I would think, although actually copper is fine right now. Copper is more than fine at the moment. Although we seem to be having some power issues. Somehow this isn't producing 600. It should be producing 600. It's producing 400. Huh? Now this one's running. Getting up to speed. It should be producing... Yep, 3, 6, 26, 0. Yeah, that makes sense because it's producing when it needs to, but it should be able to produce up to 1.2. Up to 1.2 megawatts. And it should allow me to kill off this guy. Which would allow me to make more rubber. In all actuality, I could expand my rubber production now. Although, looks like I need a bit of fuel. What seems to be the problem with our wastewater? Ah. That's the trick. That's tricky. So the total throughput is too high. Yeah, total throughput of the output is too high. I see. I do need another liquid dump. Can I, like, not do it that way? Yes, that is exactly what I want. Now, the pipe doesn't matter, just as we're clear. No real reason to have this thing exist. Like, why? Okay. That exists, and we should have the proper throughput of stuff. Although I do find it funny that this now is just shoving out all of the wastewater, and this one's getting all the brine. Wonder how often it's going to switch. But yeah, that fixes that, ideally. Okay. Phew. Potential disaster averted. Alright, ship. Where am I sending you next? Let's go. So we cannot beat 170 yet. We can beat 100, we can beat 70. So we only have 2 locations we can go. We'll go here. 2 locations until we get the armor tech, and once we get the armor, then we'll be fine. Oh, we have 2 ships to repair, huh? There's 1 up here. Where's the other ship? It says there's 3 discovered. What? Did the sawmill come with a ship on it? Or are these one of... Maybe, okay, maybe one of these locations with enemies is the other one. Victory! We found loot! Hooray! So, which one of these? Let's go here. Watch it all just be more enemy fights from here on out, and nothing that's free. And it's like, oh yeah, if you want to keep going, you'll have to be able to fight for it. Okay. Now what? We actually have... Alright, we're gonna lose. More likely than not, yep. Because that's another 170. Go home. Alright, do I just concede that it will all be fights from here on out? I mean, I think the only times it wouldn't be fights if it was is if it were a settlement. Oh yeah, that's the other cargo ship. Right, that's why there's 2 more. Because there's the one that we can repair, and then there's the one that you have to buy for 600 construction part 3s. Nah. Excuse me? That's new. Hi, air separator. That gives me oxygen and nitrogen for nothing. Why, hello there. You are going to make these. And that's like all of the construction part production. Part 1 production. So it's like, I guess I need another one of these. That's going to make part 1s. Now let's actually do this in a semi-convenient way. Oh, you're making stuff. Good. Good. Trucks are very busy. Build more. Burner tech finished. Good. Ship fully repaired. Go here. I guess I'm going to save up the construction parts for something I want to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do with these parts? Upgrade this? That'll use all 100 that I just made. Depending on how much it does here, I may deconstruct a unit of housing, but we'll see. Because right now I can only house 490. I could probably use the extra density. Ahem. It's upgrading. Ship is in battle. Yes, I know. I want to see what it looks like now. Location is explored. We have actual houses. So what did we get? A sulfur mine. Alright, the ship is considered to be too damaged to go anywhere else. Okay, that I can make use of. Also, you what, mate? Oh. Huh? How? Oh. Yeah, you see, that's a slight issue. Ah, you see, that is a slight issue. That I didn't actually think about at all. Aha. Right. Right. I didn't think... I was not thinking. And no one pointed that out. Which absolutely blows. Absolutely no one pointed out the fact that the pipe's throughput does not work with this type of a layout. So, this normally actually produces 2 per second, which is enough to fuel 2 of these, or to provide water to 2 of these, but the pipes can only move 1 per second. Yeah, and now I actually need to keep it boosted because I need the power to keep making power. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, not enough. Maintenance 1 because we don't have the power. Gee, maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the diesel generator that was here. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the diesel generator that was there. Why does it say out of 135 when it's 180? Anyway, ship, go somewhere. I don't know if I really care where at this point, because I'm imagining that everything is going to be a fight that I likely can't win. Yeah, so all of my construction parts need to go here as they're built. that's interesting. I only have 2, and it's... Oh. Right. That explains a lot. Okay, we need to at least temporarily do another... That is not the spot for you. Yeah, 1, I think, is gonna put us over the edge. I mean, these only produce 180 each, up 2, but we need to have enough to keep everything moving. Now, because I have just a bit of wood left on the map, I have no reason, really. Hello, settlement. You are requiring high stuff, not like really, really high-end things just to give crude oil. What now? That's a little dumb. All right, then. I'm more inclined to, send these guys 120 parts. Or maybe send these guys 80. Because I can get chickens. They can give me chickens. Not like I really need them, but hey. Yeah, once this gets built, everything will be better, because then I'll be able to actually support the 1.2 megawatts out of this. Oh, lightning. Lightning. Hey, game. Could we not have the lightning do that? That would be great. Yeah, I know it's a setting, but still. Like, I want it to rain, but I don't need it to have that flash. Like, that flash just shouldn't exist. That shouldn't be an accessibility setting. There should not be flashing like that, period, in the game. It shouldn't exist. Okay, you're repaired. Off you go somewhere. Can't go to any of these 3 because we don't have enough fuel. Go that way. Like, it's one thing to have lightning, it's another thing to make that lightning be epileptic levels of flashing. Okay, thank God. That has been built. It, until the power is rectified, I cannot remove the boost from these, because boosting removes the electricity consumption. Does the weather affect anything practically? Yes. I mean, not really lightning, but rain matters. Rain will irrigate your crops. Like, it will rain on your crops, and you will get water in the soil. At the start of the game, you have to depend on that. This standard farm can only grow when it rains. And you have these buildings, these buildings over here, rainwater harvesters. They fill up when it rains. So yeah, whether or not it rains is the important aspect. Oh. So remember all this that we just did? Well, we just got the upgraded pipes that allow for double the throughput. So now I... Oh, right, it wants to auto correct around that, but fine. Yeah. So these can do double, more than double. Whoa, that's 200 every 60 versus 60 every 60. That's more than triple. Well, excuse me, game, but that's more than triple. Alright, it appears as if we're okay now for the power, and now that the pipe throughput issue is fixed, this should be fully operational, and I could remove these diesel generators. Oh, thank God. Power utilization prioritization. We can totally keep diesel generators around as long as we want. Really? I guess that even though the ship has been repaired, it hasn't been fully refueled. Yeah. Oh no, it's waiting on fuel. Da, 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 da. So yeah, we could have a bunch of these, and even though we have power demand, because it's 11 on the priority list, that number is lower priority than this number. Closer to 1, the higher the priority it is. So the power is preferentially getting utilized from these power generators here. That's good design. That's really good design, and it's user customizable design as well. That makes it fantastic. It's wonderful. It's lovely. I really like it. I really like it. So that means that it is actually in our best interest to keep around diesel generators as backup power. Probably several of them. The only problem with it is that they do take workers as long as they are enabled. So that's my only concern, is just the workers on them. Actually, there's a mass unpause. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can, like, just click drag, and it pauses all of them, unpauses all of them. This does not need to be pipe 2, I'm pretty sure. Most of my stuff doesn't need to be pipe 2, although I guess this does. Or it could be. I don't know, I'm okay with it as it is. Okay, our oof. It says 290 max, so I'm assuming that at peak, if everything needed to be maintained all at the same time, it would need 290, which is frustratingly close to the current production. Oh, boy. Can I upgrade these yet? No. We're literally getting the tech right now to do that. We're also frustratingly close to the 1.2 megawatts that this can produce. Oh, boy. Scaling this would be so very fun. And yeah, I need to, like, not do much. By the way, this increased my capacity to not quite double. Huh. Interesting. So as long as we provide it power and water, it'll produce more unity, but it's just... I don't really like unity as a mechanic. I mean, sure, it can get you more tech initially, because like more tech, it's 0.25 per lab to get tech, but we still have to provide it lab equipment, you know? Like, what's the point? Unity is like an emergency button. It's a bandage, as I've said before. It's the bandage that'll keep you going. Do I really need to produce more than the 1.25 that I'm currently producing? Maybe? Maybe? We're losing 8 health stuff from it. Would it upgrade the cap? Increases with the amount of housing and its quality. Yeah, figures. I mean, that is like doubling up to the unity per month. Just by providing it with electricity and water. The problem is, like, the amount that it's going to consume, right? I'd rather not. No, what I'd rather... Really? 0 potatoes? Oh boy. How fun. Is that accurate? Gosh, I need those trees gone. Okay. Groundwater pump behind. Go. Be free. I should have enough stuff to build these at this point. Oh, I suppose I need to also pin the veggies. Okay, what next? Realistically, what is next? Because I did increase my parts construction again, so we're now compared to the start of the stream at times 4, because we started at oh no, we're doubled, aren't we? We started at 6 and now we're at 12 because we had a building making these, and I don't remember if it was electric and making 3 or not. It might have been a standard one. Standard assembly making 3. Manual making 3. And then we upgraded to electric and it makes 6. And now we have 2 electrics making up to 12 per cycle. We now have access to retaining walls if we really need them. Why do I need 3 trucks here? Just, 2. Why don't you dump your stuff and go home? Go do other things. Oh boy. This is not a pickup issue. More excavation is required. We're gonna need to start digging down soon. What is my... Ah. Maybe not. Maybe not anytime soon. But still. We have empty trucks, which means that we've got some throughput. There. Assigned. You there. Coal. If anything, I might need to... Oh. Yeah, I might need to assign additional trees to kill. Particularly over here. Yeah. Particularly these trees. These trees must get murdered. Myrtleized. Like, everything on this layer really can get myrtleized. There we go. Goodbye, trees. You will not be missed. Okay. Where are we going? Here. Shall I upgrade this? Yeah. Always good to have more storage. Especially when I have the parts for it. You've been built. You are doing your stuff. This is pulling out groundwater. Yo, does the groundwater replenish with rain? Is replant? Yes. Short answer, yes. And it's in the info tooltip. It's in the pop-up. It says it right here. Groundwater is replenished during rain. There's another answer to does weather affect anything practically? Yes, it gives you it replenishes your groundwater supply. Well then, why in the frick am I desalinating water? Oh, battle. that we're gonna lose. Yay. Go home. Well, that changes muchly everything. That changes all of the everything. We could also burn oil. But oil doesn't replenish. I would be... Oh god. Oh god. Hi. Speaking of which, does that number refer to this entire patch? Or just what it's on top of? I'm thinking it's the entire patch. So, hey, yeah, about that. As I said, as I was saying, I would be more inclined to convert oil to power if I had an infinite supply of oil. Well, what do you know? We happen to have that out there. My question is, how much does it produce? Okay, we have loaded the cargo. We just need to repair the ship, and then we can head on out to deliver the cargo there. We could also repair the other doohickey. Well, that's fun. That's good to know. These things just do not... Well, they lasted several hours, but still... It's a pretty small patch. There is another one that's like over here somewhere. Of oil. Somewhere over yonder, but it's way out in the middle of nowhere. And since I've come across an oil rig out in the ocean that is going to provide, I believe, a infinite supply of oil, we will be fine. Ship has delivered the cargo to the oil rig, and soon enough it will be finished. Ah, you can upgrade it. See, that's what I needed to know. Alright, you can go home. Yeah. Oh, there, you do have a limit? Alright. Hold up. Why? Based on current production level, it's... Granted, it's 1,604.9 years? So, what does that mean? Oh, it's also using workers. Great. And it uses Unity. Okay, there's the answer to what Unity is actually used for. Hey, there it is. There it is. It's used to maintain these offshore processing facilities. Or just whatever you want to call them. So... it produces 1 per second, or apparently 54 per minute. 54 per minute currently. And if you upgrade it, it can do more. Well, that's nice. How often do we need to send a ship to get this? Can we like automatically get it? Can we calculate the amount of actual throughput that we have with it? Could we do things? Could we do all these things and more? That would be great. Do I need to upgrade you? Do you use more Unity if I upgrade you? Do you use more workers if I upgrade you? Um, hey, now's a great time to pull up my pad, which you can actually see the TV screen, the other screen. Hi, Ollie. Here you can see that's the wiki. That's the wiki that I have up on that screen, and the little tablet here is mirroring that. So what am I looking for here? What am I looking for? I'm looking for gosh, where's the page about oil rigs and like the offshore stuff? Oil rig. Click on that. So oil rigs. What do we got? Apparently the levels are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. Great. Oh, the world settings can change it so that these things have unlimited resources. That's interesting. I should have set that at the beginning. I just used standard, like normal settings. I would absolutely set these to be infinite, like no question. Even if on like the hardest difficulty, I still would have changed these to be infinite because, well, why would you arbitrarily put yourself on a time limit? That makes absolutely no sense to put yourself on a time limit. Especially on like your first playthrough. Like, why? Just why? If you know what you're doing and you want the challenge of it, that's fine, but I don't play this for that type of a like challenge. I don't play games to get like all sweaty, heart pumping, etc. I'm playing this to relax, to spend time thinking about how I'm going to set things up in here. I'm not. I don't like having a arbitrary time limit. But unfortunately, this page doesn't tell me too much about anything. It tells me what parts I need to do the upgrades and what the storage capacity increases to. So that's a thing. Apparently there's shifts. So that's nice. It tells me what the max production will end up being at each of these levels. So I guess it will require more workers each time. Yeah, cost per shift is 18 workers. So if I do upgrade it, it will require double the workers. As well as more Unity. Yep, it's 0.4 Unity per shift per month. So if I upgraded it, it would also try to eat up 1.6 Unity, which, yeah, about that. See, turns out I will actually need to do this. Oh, I can upgrade that now. Why, though? Yeah, the maintenance depot is a thing, but you... Where was that technology? Here. You produce 480 per minute. 24 and 12 to make 480. 24 and 12 to make 480. That is actually a better ratio of parts to maintenance. 24 and 12 to 480. You get more than 4x the maintenance ones out of it. It's 4x the input, but more than 4x the output. So I will upgrade this. And once it is upgraded, I will delete the other two. Because, yeah, it's more than 4. It's worth more than 4. It just, needs the stuff. Game. There you go. There you go. And I'm sure that all this discussion has ended up making things so that we have gone past our time at this point. Oh yeah, I never really built this office declaring edicts, but whatever. We would need to add a transformer and a water facility that would need, water sent in and the wastewater out. I guess it would make more sense to have this on this side, like all the way over here, but that should be enough for now. I can deliver the things with some Unity automatically. Oh, Kitty hears a plane going by, or a helicopter. I think that's a helicopter going by, and it's going to use 208 kilowatts. That's not as bad as it could have been. It'll use more likely as I increase the housing on all the other stuffs. And that increased the Unity just by itself. So now we can support all this, but what I find weird... it does automatically go and pick up fluid. It does automatically do that. So if I set this to truck export, the trucks will be allowed to take stuff away from here. This will stay fueled. It takes time to empty. That's exactly what I want. It will automatically go out and it will accrue the product. And ideally it will be producing more product than I need. And everything will be awesome. What's this 18 times 6? That is 108. So, 54 is not quite 108. At double, which would be the next upgrade, at double, that would be more than 108. Or that would be exactly 108. That would be exactly 108 if I upgraded this. I have the Unity to do it. I believe I don't quite have the workers for it though, so we'll need more of those. And I don't really have the fuel, and that would replace my current oil situation. But I think we can do a better method of producing diesel. I do believe that we have methods of producing diesel that are a little bit better now through other processes. Through distillation stage 2, this produces diesel and it produces power through the other outputs. Oh, and apparently this cracking unit allows us to convert this fuel gas into diesel. If we had a way of making fuel gas, which we should somewhere. Some building, somewhere, should allow me to make fuel gas. And we have the air separator for the oxygen. Ah, yes, this. You can convert potatoes into fuel gas and compost if you really wanted to. I don't see the point. I don't, so we'll ignore that. But that is going to have to be the end of the stream for the day. We have surpassed our time. What have we done today? We expanded the construction material twos production pretty considerably, construction part twos. And in doing so, we have also set it up so that we are producing power out of boiler production, so coal-based power. And we have an oil rig set up now with a cargo ship. We have our first upgraded housing. We have a lot more food production, of course. We have additional copper processing. We've scaled. Basically, we scaled. We scaled the production of concrete as well. Got plenty of concrete. In fact, I should shove the concrete blocks into the dedicated storage. So rather than having a unit storage over here for the cement or for the concrete blocks, why do I have 2 cement? I do not know. Oh, probably because one of them was supposed to be the concrete blocks, but oh yeah, there you are. Yeah, I should have this as level 2 over here with belts shoving it in, and that would save some logistics, I would think. But anyway, with all that being said and done, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Shibut. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushibut if you're so inclined and able. I will be back with more of this on Tuesday. I hope to see you all then.